talked about energy players like Gravis and Tyler and how they've stepped up for you now with Amir out of the lineup and Kyle. How are they making an impact on the team?
They're huge, and also I put Pat Patterson in that. Even though Pat didn't shoot the ball well, he still brings energy and focus to the table. He does a lot. All three of those guys do a lot of positive things. I think sometimes we look at just their shooting, but Gravis's heart's always in the right place. Sometimes he takes shots that you kind of roll your eyes with, but again, it's from him trying to help the team. They're not from a selfish standpoint. So all three of those guys have been big.
And Gravis has mentioned that you've been doing rebounding in practice. That's been a big thing defensively. For this team, you're facing Charlotte right off the bat. How tough is that going to be?
Well, it's always tough. I don't know if I think maybe beat Charlotte once. I don't know. In the last 5 years or 4 years I've been here. It's been a tough matchup. We've got to get that mojo off our back some kind of way. But yeah, we've been working defensively. We'll see what shows up. We worked on rebounding, boxing out, guarding your man, rotations, everything. Mini training camp. And again, if we can get incrementally better, we're not going to become a defensive juggernaut overnight. But we can get incrementally better in in different areas. That will help us.
With these games on the road, do you think that's going to be a good thing before playoffs, just to get away from the distractions from home?
Well, I like being at home. I like, but it could be, and it will be, because we're going to have some practice time, some time together, some time to practice, work on some things, film work, individual work. And it's a little bit easier to do when you got them confined. I don't want to let that secret out of the bag, but it's a little bit easier to do on the road. So it's good. I wish we weren't playing teams that were fighting for their lives, but again, that also is a positive for us because it gives us playoff-type games to go against, and to perform against.
Where are you at right now with Kyle and Amir?
Well, with Kyle, it's still sore. He's probably not going to go tomorrow, but we'll see. He'll, wake up tomorrow and see how he feels. But he went partially through practice again today, and again, he's got to, listen to his body and see where his body is. Amir is moving better, getting better. I don't know where he is as far as exactly putting a timetable on it, but he's moving it better and has. He can walk on and put weight on it now.
Is it important to get both of them in at some point before?
You'd like to, Michael. You'd like to get as many guys back as you can. And again, you wish this injury bug had happened early in the season, but again, we probably wouldn't be where we are now, division champs, and where we are in the standings. So it is what it is. It's a great opportunity for the people we talked about, Pat, Tyler, other players, James at the 4, whoever it is, to step up and do their job. And it's an old saying, next man up. It's so true right now because we're down 2 starters. And so it is what it is. We've got to make the best of it. We've got to keep working. We've got to continue to plug people in those positions.
The perception right now is that you're so far away from where you were going into the playoffs this time last year. Are you really that far?
No. The way we got into the playoffs last year was different. This year we kind of went in with a cushion, but we're the same team. I mean, again, we've lost some games we felt like we should have won, some tough games, but again, we're not way away. Defense, we're a different team. We're more of an offensive team this year than a defensive team. Last year, we're getting criticized because we had a stagnant offense. No imagination used with their offense. Now, there's too much offense. So we just got to get a balance and try to, whether we can do that between now and the playoffs, I don't know. I think we can get closer defensively, but we are who we are. But we're not that much drastically different than we were last year, but just a different emphasis.